first time they've been run today. Before we can go anywhere, we got to bring those cylinder head temperatures all the way up to operating before we can move anywhere. And so it'll be kind of hot. We'll be sitting there. I'll get you guys all strapped in. Then I got to get out. We got to start the engines. Then I'll pop in. And I'll check everybody else's seatbelt on the way up there. If you don't know how to work those old military seat belts, maybe the guy next to you help. If you do know how to work them, put yours on and help the guy next to you. Okay? It's kind of, you got to lift up the latch, stick it through, and then put the hook back through.
Finally understood exactly what the Tuskegee Airmen was all about. There was a group of, and I found out there was a group of Negroes, and during the segregated area of our society here in the United States. That's what brought my interest out. Coming from North Carolina, I'm very familiar myself with segregation, even though I didn't experience that much of it. My family, my mother primarily, tried her best to protect me from the segregation part of life, but I was aware that it existed. So when I heard about the history and the accomplishments of the Tuskegee Airmen, that's when I decided that I wanted to be part of it, and also to try to teach this to the younger generation. So, because a lot of it was missed out of the history books. For example, when during my high school years, I never heard anything about the Tuskegee Airmen. I knew exactly what their mission was about. When I went into the military, that's when I first learned about the Tuskegee Airmen. And that really kind of pushed my interest up and saying, I want to be part of this, and maybe I can help get the word out and learn as much as I can about what they did. And what amazed me about it, it was not only a black white thing, because there were whites in the Tuskegee program as well as black. Most of the whites, however, were supervisors, trainers, people over the Negro, over the black person. So that would kind of created my interest also. But then I learned, I wanted to know why the black person, they didn't want them to fly at first. So I found out about because this was a lot of prejudice going on at the time, and they understood, and they later understood that just because the prejudice that kept the black man out of the airplane at that time.